It is the Oscars for television. The Emmy nominations actually came out this morning. And listen, I honestly, every year, we don't pay a lot of attention to the Emmys, but shows the last number of years have been so good, and there have been so many of them that it becomes more and more interesting. So we thought we'd take a few minutes here and look at the drama category. So the nominations came out, and we're going to do another video later today to talk about comedies, but nominations came out for the drama categories for the Emmys this year. And here are your nominees for Best Drama Series: Star Wars Andor, Better Call Saul, House of the Dragon, Succession, The Crown, The Last of Us, The White Lotus, and Yellow Jackets. One thing that is kind of notable by its absence here is Yellowstone, one of my favorite shows on television. But I got a note from somebody earlier today that said it didn't actually qualify for the Emmys. Now, I don't know if that's 100% true, but I got a note this morning saying that it didn't actually qualify for the Emmys this year because it hasn't had its full season. It only did half its season, and we're still waiting for the second half of the season to come. So whether that's absolutely 100% accurate or not, I'm not really sure. But somebody mentioned to me that's why they thought it didn't have any nominations this year. But let's look at this. I think this is really fascinating because if you want to count Yellow Jackets as a, say, genre show, well, you're looking at 4 of these nominees are genre shows. Andor, clearly a Star Wars show, House of the Dragon, and The Last of Us. I mean, that it's just really, really great. And because there had been this, I guess you could say, notion that's been around for a long time that the various award academies, whether it's the Oscar academies, the Emmy Academy, whatever, just kind of turn their nose up at genre-related stuff. I think it is fantastic. I did not expect Andor to get a Best Drama nomination. I didn't expect it, but I totally believed it deserved it. And it 100% does. I am so excited for this. For me, the winner of this category is Last of Us. I think it's the best show of the year. But listen, with the exception of White Lotus, which I don't think has any chance of winning, and I don't think Yellow Jackets has a chance of winning, The Crown, Succession, House of the Dragon, Better Call Saul, Andor, Last of Us, all completely could win this thing. I think your real contenders, though, are going to be The Last of Us, Better Call Saul, and Succession. I think those are your, I don't know that for sure, but I think those are your 3 front runners for that award. Still, I am thrilled because I love House of the Dragon. I love The Last of Us. I loved Andor. Succession totally deserves to be there. All that kind of stuff. Better Call Saul. But I'm really excited to see this list. All right, so let's dig into the category a little bit here in drama. And now let's look at Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series. And we've got a killer's row. Jeff Bridges in The Old Man, Brian Cox in Succession, Kieran Culkin in Succession, Bob Odenkirk in Better Call Saul, Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us, and Jeremy Strong in Succession. 3 of the 6 nominees for Best Actor are all from Succession. That's pretty huge. I'm thinking this year it's going to go to Bob Odenkirk. Now, I don't say it, but I have not seen the newest season of Succession. Or, of Better Call Saul. But it seems to be the emotional momentum pick is that either that or probably Kieran Culkin. I think those are the ones you're going to. Kieran Culkin was a powerhouse in the final season. So great list of nominees there. We want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video, MasterClass. Guys, as a small business owner, I am finding myself having to be in negotiations all the time, whether it's with new contractors, vendors, or even agencies that represent our company. Now, I don't like to go into these negotiations unarmed, so I found the perfect class on MasterClass, The Art of Negotiation by Chris Voss, a real-life former FBI lead hostage negotiator. Taking this class on MasterClass made me feel a lot more equipped and confident going into all these various negotiations I have to do on a regular basis. With MasterClass, you can learn from the best to become your best anytime, anywhere, and at your own pace. An annual membership starts at just $10 a month, and you get unlimited access to every instructor, thousands of online lessons, exclusive content, insight, and much more. There are over 180 classes to pick from, everything from filmmaking with Martin Scorsese all the way to cooking with the great Gordon Ramsay. In MasterClass, you will find practical lessons that you can apply to your life and work. So guys, get unlimited access to every class, and right now, as a John Campea Show listener, you can get 15% off when you go to masterclass.com/Campea. That's masterclass.com/Campea for 15% off an annual membership. masterclass.com/Campea. All right, let's look at Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama Series. And again, Killer's Row. I don't know how to pronounce some of these names, but Sharon Hogan from Bad Sisters, Melanie Linsky from Yellow Jackets, who, by the way, also gets a nomination in a little bit later for another show. We'll talk about that in a second. Obviously, every year, year in, year out, Elizabeth Moss is going to get a nomination for The Handmaid's Tale. Bella Ramsey. So excited to see Bella Ramsey get a nomination for The Last of Us. Kerry Russell for The Diplomat, and Sarah Snook for Succession. All right, moving on to Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. F. Murray Abraham, who I loved in Epic Quest, but now he's over on White Lotus. Nicholas Braun for Succession. Michael Imperioli for White Lotus. Theo James for White Lotus. Matthew McFadden for Succession. Alan Ruck for Succession. Will Sharp for The White Lotus, and Alexander Skarsgård for Succession. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of the nominations. 4 of the nominations are just for Succession in this one. I think if I had to pick one, I think I'm going Matthew McFadden. In Succession, he was just stellar.
That is crazy. That's a 50-50 chance because it's either going to be Succession or White Lotus. It's 4 and 4.
Oh my God, I didn't even notice that. You're right. It is for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 nominees, only represented by 2 shows.
And also, John, just in case that you meant Mythic Quest.
What did I say? Did I say Epic Quest? Thank you, Mythic Quest.
Just to clear that up. Sorry.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we got Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. And it kind of continues. Listen, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the nominees are from White Lotus. Or from White Lotus here. Jennifer Coolidge for White Lotus. Elizabeth Debicki for The Crown. We just saw her again in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Megan Faye from White Lotus. Sabrina, I'm not even trying to pronounce her last name, from The White Lotus. Aubrey Plaza from The White Lotus. Rhea Seehorn from Better Call Saul. J. Smith Cameron from Succession. And Simona Tabasco from White Lotus. This category, I mean, we're looking at the other ones. That's crazy.
That's dominated.
In the acting categories here. Then we get on to Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. This one is a foregone conclusion. It's going to be Nick Offerman from The Last of Us. Still, also, Kevon from The Last of Us. Arian Moayed from Succession. Lamar Johnson from The Last of Us, James Cromwell from Succession, Murray Bartlett from Last of Us. This one, we said this the moment episode 3 of The Last of Us aired. This one's a foregone conclusion. Nick Offerman's getting the Emmy for this. And that leads us to Outstanding Guest Actress in a series. We said we'd see Melanie Linsky in there again. There she is for appearance in The Last of Us. We also have Hayam Abbas from Succession. We have Cherry Jones from Succession, Storm Reed from The Last of Us. That was a great episode, too. Anna Trov from Last of Us, and Harriet Walter from Succession. So there you have it. Now, what's interesting is I don't believe there was one acting nomination for Andor or Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. But there were some Last of Us stuff in there. So there you have it, guys. That's basically in a nutshell your drama category. I am thrilled to see so much genre representation in there, like Last of Us, House of the Dragon, Andor. I'm especially excited Andor got a nomination. It fully deserves that nomination. How do you guys feel about the nominee list? Are there any that are your favorites? Do you think there are some that got left off the list that you think totally deserve to be on there? Which ones do you think will win? Which ones do you think should win? Those are often 2 different things. Whatever you guys think about these nominees and this very impressive list, jump on down to the comment section below and let us know your thought. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Did you know that we have a daily podcast, hour-long, every single day, Monday through Friday, that you can find on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice? Just search for the John Campea Show podcast.